Hi everybody, welcome to my channel News. Recently we have just heard that the Economists have projected an increased risk of United States and the world economies will fall into recession because of this coronavirus outbreak, and businesses are affected greatly throughout the world. Just last night, President Trump announced a 30-day ban of people coming from Europe to the United States in order to control the spread of the virus. Millions of travelers have cut down on traveling, and this is leading to global falling air traffic, as well as countries being under quarantine, such as Italy, along with a few others that are under lockdown. United States is the world's largest economy, and so much is happening within it. For example, so many interesting, important event cancellations, such as industry conferences, music festivals and concerts are being canceled, and oil producers are being hit hard by decline in crude prices. And even the NBA sports, which stands for National Basketball Association, they have canceled their season until further notice. And when such major events get canceled or postponed, it directly affects the consumer spending. And that is the economy's largest source of power. According to the Institute of International Finance, each day an average of almost $2 billion has been pulled from prominent markets over the past 6 weeks. And this development could lead to countries running down their foreign reserves and ultimately dealing with issues managing with their debts. Vitor Constancio, who's a former vice president of the European Central Bank, he said on Twitter that we are going into a global recession. The necessary measures to contain the spread of the virus make that unavoidable. And Michael Ferroli, who is an economist at JP Chase, said that in the United States alone, the chances of a recession are going way up. Lindsay Piazza, who's also an economist, she sees the economic upturn can lead into three different perspectives. In terms of the best situation, the U.S. output decreases moderately in the second quarter of the year, but then it bounces back up quickly, with the economy growing at an annual rate of 1.3% in the first half. Her worst case scenario would be the output falls at 2% at an annual rate in the first half and then bounces slightly up in the second half. But she thinks mostly that output will grow just 0.3% in the first 6 months of the year. In last month of February, for the first time since 2013, in the United States, service sector business activities have dropped, such as in healthcare and restaurant eateries. It's just hard to predict how fast the authorities can control the virus, but that will lead to a better answer of the overall impact on the U.S. economy. The IMF, which is International Monetary Fund, is the last option for the global leaders. It has begun to field inquiries from countries that may need financial assistance. And one of the countries hardest hit by the coronavirus outside of China is Iran. And this week, Iran requested a $5 billion rescue program from the IMF. The IMF said it had $50 billion in programs that can pay for the coronavirus relief programs. The IMF has total lending resources of up to $1 trillion that countries could get to fight a slowdown in global financial flows.